We are the Hounds of Wrestling, and we are back. Speaking of, because you're back, it kind of segues in nicely. Injury bug strikes again, lads. It's happened again. So, unfortunately, Ilya Dragunov, Joe Tessitore announced on the 30th of the 9th of 2024, which was basically Raw just gone, that Ilya has torn his ACL at a live event in Columbus, Georgia. Ilya is expected to miss 6 to 9 months.
Ouch. That's a big miss.
Yeah.
Bam. And do you know what? We were literally discussing, obviously, Ilya's, if he was injured with the concussion and stuff, with the Bron Breakker stuff, only a couple months ago. Thankfully, he wasn't. But it took a nasty bump. Obviously, the ACL. So he's out for 6 to 9 months. So do you reckon it's going to be a big Triple H 2000s return? You know, when he come back and the crowd went ballistic?
He's getting close to being a crowd favourite, so probably maybe yes.
Yeah, I can see it. Shades, what do you reckon?
I reckon when he comes back, he'll take the reins again by storm. Since it was a live show, normally they have like a couple of smaller cameras there just to capture if anything does happen.
Yeah. So normally with the Seth Rollins one, we definitely see it. When we've been to a couple of house shows that we've seen, there's normally a remember when we pointed out there's a red light over there, that's probably the camera. So they normally record the stuff, so they can take it back and just say, this is what they worked on, do you like this, do you like that? So no doubt they've probably got it as a recording, and they may do like a documentary for his return if they feel like it's a big thing. But yeah, he's not the only one that's injured, by the way. Braun Strowman on Raw going against the last Monster Standing, which I thought was a fantastic match. The only thing I wasn't a big fan of was the exploding ring. I think we've seen it too much. I understand it, but the exploding ring, once or twice is great. And the minute they took the LED kind of background off the post, I was like, the ring's exploded. You know, like it felt too obvious. But yeah, I'll tell you what happened with Strowman. So Bronson Reed hit a Samoan drop. And Braun Strowman grabbed his thigh and groin area. And apparently they were going to do a spot where he knocked Bronson Reed off the apron through some chairs. And he says, do you remember that bit? So when Braun Strowman was running, but he was running kind of a lot slower.
Yeah, he was running weird.
Yeah. So apparently, the minute he'd done that, he immediately knew he was hurt. Someone called Alvarez, obviously he's a journalist, has stated that he has injured himself, and he's confirmed. However, there's been no update regarding what kind of injury it was. Apparently, based on Strowman's movements, Brian Alvarez believes he may have torn his groin. So again, Strowman's out. We don't know if it's an official groin tear. It could be, I don't know, it could be all sorts, you know.
Could be anything.
Guy. So, again, that's another one. So that's 2 down.
Well, credit where credit's due, because he did finish the match.
Yeah, 100% he finished the match. You know, even with that injury, you know, any wrestler that can finish the match, there's more power to them, man. They're insane for doing that.
I feel bad with Braun, mate, as well. He literally just come back from a big injury as well.
I was literally about to say that. Yeah, he's only just come back. So obviously he's out again. I really don't know what to say. Obviously, I hope he gets better. And I hope it's not as severe as it is. Like, just because something looks quite severe doesn't always necessarily mean that it is, you know? So I'm hoping that it's something that isn't too severe. If it is a groin strain, I don't know how long he'll be out. Unfortunately, though, you know,
all we can say on that to wish him well, and to say hurry up, because the monster of all men needs to come back and go straight through Bronson Reed again. I can see when he comes back it being a full "you hurt me" scenario.
Bronson Reed's going to brag for months about this.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, this is the only upside of something like this, is especially with someone like Bronson Reed, because he's a mega heel at the moment, and obviously he's been doing the stuff. He injured Seth, and obviously Seth coming back again, and obviously reigniting that feud. But the fact that Strowman's injured, it can be used in a positive way to basically say, like, well, look, I injured the one big SOB, which is Braun Strowman. So
Yeah.
think about what I'm about to do to you, obviously, Seth Rollins. So there is a positive coming out of that. It does help.
Oh, it was a positive, but it was also a massive negative. It was negative as well because Braun was on a roll as well, mate.
I know. Again, but guys, that's not it. That's not it. Unfortunately, AEW Sammy Guevara was also injured. It was just before they done the 5th anniversary of AEW Dynamite, which I really enjoyed. It was really good, really fun. So the Spanish God, obviously the nickname of Sammy Guevara, was knocked unconscious against Serpentico. It was the Ring of Honor taping for Honor Club, which is the streaming thing online. The injury occurred when Guevara attempted to hit a cutter on Serpentico as he was coming off the top rope. The timing was off, was a little off, and Serpentico ended up landing on Sammy Guevara's face, and resulted on Guevara legitimately being knocked unconscious.
Not good.
So obviously the match was halted, and obviously the Serpentico was declared the winner, and obviously they ended the match. Obviously Serpentico stayed in the ring. From what I'd seen online, he stayed in the ring to make sure Guevara was okay. But yeah, so obviously now we've got into the concussion.
Yeah, concussion, whiplash, possible.
Yeah, it could be anything. Obviously, hopefully not. It's not too severe. But obviously, when something's landed something like that, that could be a concussion. That can a broken eye socket, broken.
Yeah,
nose.
anything.
Could be anything, man.
Broken jaw.
Really wish the best for him, and I think, and also as well, guys, you got to remember, he's only recently. Well, I won't say recently, but he's still. I think he has a child under like a year, like a year old. So obviously, we wish him nothing but the best in health and healing. For sure.
Speediest recovery.
Yeah, obviously it's going to be a bit of a struggle for him. His fiance or wife. I may be wrong in that. I think they're engaged. But yeah, obviously his health and safety, his well-being is his main importance. So let's just hope that he's okay, and the family are good and they're doing all right. Obviously, it's a struggling time as it is, being on the road as a wrestling family, let alone getting an injury as well, So, but yeah, guys, at the moment, that's it. That's the injury news. Unfortunately, it's not a great episode that we want to come back with. Obviously, we want to try and keep sharing the news and updating all the information. Until then, tune in for the next episode. Hit that notification bell and please subscribe.